How to edit known underscore hosts when several hosts share the same IP and DNS name? I regularly SSH into a computer which is a dual boot OS X Linux computer. The two OS instances do not share the same host key, so they can be seen as two hosts sharing the same IP and DNS. Let's say the IP is 192.168.0.9 and the names are hostname and hostname.domain name. As far as I understood, the solution to be able to connect to the two hosts is to add them both to the //ssh/no_hosts file. However, it is easier said than done, because the file is hashed and has probably several entries per host, 192.168.0.9, hostname.domain name. As a consequence, I have the following warning. Is there an easy way to edit the known underscore hosts file while keeping the hashes? For example, how can I find the lines corresponding to a given hosting? How can I generate the hashes for some known hosts? The ideal solution would allow me to connect seamlessly to this computer with SSH, no matter whether I call it 192.168.0.9 hostname or hostname.domain name, nor if it uses its Linux host key or its OS host key. However, I still want to receive a warning if there is a real man-in-the-middle attack, i.e. if another key than these two is used.
The most straightforward solution here is just to use the same host keys for Linux and OS X. That is, pick one set of /etc/ssh/ssh_host_key files and copy them over to the other OS. Then the same host key will present it to an SSH client regardless of which OS you've booted into, and the SSH client will be none the wiser.
As it is suggested in an above comment, SSH tells you the offending line, and by removing that line, saving it elsewhere, accepting the new key, and then copying the removed line back, you wind up with two keys for the same host, and SSH will accept either. You can also use SSH keygen HF and LT, hostname and GT, to find lines in your known underscore hosts file that match that hostname. Running this after copying the removed line back should list two entries. If anyone knows how to get PuTTY to do the same thing, I'd be very interested to hear about it. I found this that may help you with what you want to achieve. Source: this URL. Create a config file in your SSH directory as follows. Explanation below, from man /ssh_config. Check host IP. If this flag is set to yes, SSH1 will additionally check the host IP address in the known underscore hosts file. This allows SSH to detect if a host key changed due to DNS spoofing. If the option is set to no, the check will not be executed. The default is yes. Host key alias specifies an alias that should be used instead of the real host name when looking up or saving the host key in the host key database files. This option is useful for tunneling SSH connections or for multiple servers running on a single host. The username and port line avoids you having to give those options on the command line, too, so you can just use.
I don't run into that problem when connecting to various VPS boxes sharing the same IP because each has a different SSH port, 20022, 30022, etc., so they are registered as known hosts with different keys. Could that be a workaround for you?